John Thomas with www.analyzeanystock.com. For many traders and investors, mastering the art of reading stock charts is essential for making money when buying and selling stocks. Let's take a look at one important feature when studying stock charts. You can determine a stock's price support and price resistance by looking at the history of the stock price movement over time. For price support, you will need to determine if there is a certain amount that the stock has fallen to several times over the past 6 months to 1 year, for example. For price resistance, you will need to determine if there is a certain amount that the stock has risen to several times over the past 6 months or 1 year. Let's take a look at the stock chart for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Here we see that the Dow Jones Industrial Average over the past year topped out at around 14,200 sometime in last October. For a while it had been trading in a channel here of about 12,800 as the support. It then broke support and it went all the way down to a little bit over 11,800, down to about 11,700. That's a difference of about 2,500 points between the top resistance and the bottom support. So over the past year on the stock chart, we've identified both the major points where the stock price had made highs and made lows. To visually see your resistance and support, you draw horizontal lines at each point, major point, above and below. Let's take a look at how we do this here. Here for the resistance, we're going to draw a horizontal line. Whoops. We're going to draw a horizontal line here at about the 14,200 level, and we'll draw a horizontal line down here at about the 11,700 level. So this area here between the upper resistance and the lower support is the channel that we have seen in the last year for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. As you can see, there was some support over here to the left of the chart back in the earlier part of the year, and over here you can see where it broke through the support, and it's been bouncing up and down, and it did bounce through the resistance here. Right over here we see a bounce through the resistance, but then it pulled back here. And what this chart shows you, as well as probably most any other chart, is that nothing goes up or nothing goes down forever. If you learn how to use support and resistance, and if you act on the breakouts above or below, you can watch your nest egg grow. For example, here we see the Dow roughly closing at about 12,290, and it's in the middle of this this recent channel here that we've seen here for the past couple of months. The question always is it going to come down and test this lower support here, or is it going to bounce back up and go on indefinitely from there? As you can see, it's quite simple to take a look at a chart and to find the high points and the low points, and cast your horizontal lines, and there you've got a channel here developed. It's very easy for a beginner. Most people use their broker to analyze stocks for them. Most brokers will do a fundamental analysis looking at the sales and profits and so forth. But here visually you can see what actually the price has done in now this is for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but you can virtually pull up a chart for any stock, any major stock. So plotting the support and resistance for a particular stock is easy, and it can reward you immensely without spending a lot of time in your analysis. Again, this is John with www.analyzeanystock.com.